There we go. I believe we're live. Let me go on YouTube here. On my things I can do the chat. Yeah.
We're live.
Yeah, we're live. Hey everyone. Hey Alec, thanks for joining us again. La la la. All right. So tonight is going to be the DL show. Aphrodite couldn't join us. Just her voice is gone right now. So she's in the comments, I'm sure. Hey Aphrodite. And we're going to just run as usual. Tonight's theme, hey Firefly. Tonight's theme is get to know me. So we have 3 cool questions plus a 4th one that you can answer along with us. I will let DL start with the introduction. DL, you want to go for it?
I'm DL Stewart. I write adult medieval fantasy. My debut novel, The Battle for Medagore, is currently available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Book Depository, Indigo, IndieBound, and a bunch of other sites. You can go and purchase that if you want.
Yeah, book is very good. I started it. There you go. Very, very interesting. Pulls you in right away. I like the beginning. You guys haven't read the beginning, but the beginning is really, really good. I was
That
laughing.
opening scene was something I wrote right before I sent to my editor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Lama originally, when I wrote like the first couple drafts, she wasn't even in the story at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
And now she seems to be like almost everybody's favorite character.
Yeah, I like the beginning. I was laughing. I was like, I like this part. It's pretty funny. And currently I am working on Chronicles of Cagliostro, finishing the revision for that. It is completed, but the revision must happen now. And I have a deadline, so I'll be working on that tonight. And all our links are below. If you want to get a copy of DL Stewart's book, there's a link below. His YouTube channel is below. If you are not subscribed to his channel, please go and do that after the stream. All right, so we can start off with the first question for tonight. We're going to do 20-minute sprints and 5-minute to 8-minute talks, okay? Unless somebody wants to chat longer, then I'm pretty flexible with that. I do not mind. All right, so first about you. Now, I guess I could take that first. So I'm not sure what people have or haven't heard. I'm not really going to bring up my dance stuff because most people know that I'm a fusion belly dancer. And I've been doing that since I was like 12. I've been doing modern dance since I was like 8 and martial arts since I was 4. So I'm a movement person. So I have a channel that's for that. I keep separate from my writing stuff. So if you ever want to check that out, then you could just ask me because my stage name is not the same as my author name. So, but something people probably most of the time don't know about me is that when I was born with hair wrapped around my neck because my hair had grown so much in the womb that I was like Rapunzel. So they actually had to cut my hair from around my neck when I was born because it was choking me. So I had my airway was blocked from my own hair. So yeah. I was like an in the womb Rapunzel. So yeah, they thought it was a umbilical cord at first, and they were like, "Oh, that's definitely not umbilical cord. That's hair." So I had to cut my little hair up to the nape of my neck because it was just like wrapped around my neck like 4 times. So it's like, oh, just like killing myself. So that's something most people don't know about me in general. So always had the long hair that runs in my family. My grandmother's Native American. She had hair down to the floor. My mom. Hair is down to like the floor, but that's not saying much since she's only 5'1". So, but her hair is the same height as her. So anyway, DL, you want to take this question?
Something most y'all probably don't know about me is kind of hard. I've been kind of open with all y'all. I dropped out of college. The only thing I had left when I dropped out was like probably the 2 easiest classes. But I dropped out because other things came up. And yeah, I guess that's about it. I'm sure there's other things, but they're not on the front of my mind right now. So yeah.
So well, I'm sure we didn't know that. Well, I didn't know that. So
I don't think I mentioned it channel or anything like that.
Yeah, I
So
don't think I ever heard you mention it before watching your videos. So now we know. We know his secrets.
I'm an old drug dealer. Used to
Yep.
make rap music. College dropout.
Yeah, your rap music's pretty cool. I like rap from time to time. I'm very picky about my rappers, though. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I am
Just a
too.
little bit. So I think everybody's picky anyway, general about that. But she used to laugh at me because I was like, I listen to rap in Japanese. They're like, what? Like, what's the big deal? It's just Japanese, so it's like it's a language. Like they have rap in every language. So. I listen to metal in multiple languages, but I like German metal too. That's always a good sound to it. Let's see. Comments. Let's see. Let's okay, see what everybody's saying. Make sure I don't miss anything. Yeah, that's nah. Not many people tell me they haven't heard of that before. Yeah, thick hair. Unfortunately, I have the thick hair and the long hair, but thick hair is a pain in the butt. You got curly hair too, so straight pain in the butt. You got to do so much stuff to it. So, oh. But then everyone who has curly hair wants it to just be straight in most cases because less to deal with. But then people who have straight hair, like, I wish I could get curly pattern over here. So it's usually like everybody's crossing back and forth with that shit. Pretty funny. Ava said, I went back to school at 32, graduated in 2017. Cool, it's never too late to go back to school. Let's see. Laugh out loud. I got yelled at because I hate all rap except Eminem. Eminem is good as fuck. I'm just saying, like, the boy know what he's doing. Like, I like Eminem. That's actually one of the rappers I do like. I like Y'all Wolf,
Yellow
who
Wolf.
raps. Yeah, he raps similar to Eminem. They've actually done some pieces
Yeah,
together.
Eminem signed him. I don't know if he's still under him or not, but
I'm not sure if he is or
I
not.
know
Of
when
course,
he
I
first kind of his first
showed
actual
up.
record deal was under Eminem's.
Yep. Of course, I migrate to them because he's Native American, so like Native American type of stuff. So yeah. Let's see. Oh, we were doing the first question of the night, Aphrodite. If you missed that, I do have them down in the thing, but I'll read it again if you missed it. I hate when people message me on Facebook. What's something no one in your writing community knows about you? So if you missed it, there's the question again. Let's see, anyone else? See, Alex, I got my associates and then said this isn't worth the money.
I didn't pay for my college, so
That helps.
I got FAFSA.
Firefly said I went to school for accounting and then years later for computer programming. Nice. People change majors all the time. Like, oh my god. Yeah, Ava says she'll be paying for BA until 2045. Whew. Yeah, man. No, thank you. I like it when you get calls on your phone. Be like, you need to pay your school whatever your school loans or whatever, and I'm like, I don't have any of those.
I get those all the time.
I'm like,
You're
I don't
in
have any.
what the student loan debt and stuff. Well, no,
They call you like,
government paid for mine.
I'm like, I'm good. What I did go some, but I'm like, I didn't. They eventually go get a little bit, but I'm like, no, no loans, dude. Nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
I don't need that. Life is rocky enough without trying to do that to the end of my existence. I'm not. I don't feel like doing that.
I just now got the notification that you're live.
Yeah. Let's see. I missed somebody said something about the. Hopefully I'm not bleeping out. I don't know, because you know how the internet is. Like the signals are just not your friend. You know, I'm gonna close Facebook because for some reason it's still open. I closed it, bastard. Let's see. Does anybody else answer the question? See, Michael. Hey, Michael. Um, Not too many people know this about me. I was a professional modern dancer. Oh, cool. I went three different post secondary institutions and got 2 degrees, and I'm HIV plus. Got you. Yeah, a lot of people don't know unless you tell them. That's cool though. Freaking modern dancer. What? Yeah, that's awesome. Firefly. Oh yeah, short. Hey, short. Say hey, Firefly. My bachelor's is accounting. Going back for my MBA next year. Yeah, they got a lot of. I have friends that's like eternal students. They've been going forever. They get out of high school and they like 40 and still going. I'm like, no, man.
I went 2 years.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm done with this. I can't.
I took a lot of college classes in high school, so
Right,
I didn't have to
yeah.
go that long.
Well, since I was homeschooled, I graduated early anyway, so because you can just graduate when you want because you get like all the supplies and stuff. First, I was like, I'm behind, but then you just take it when you want to. And
yeah, the 2 classes I needed to do to actually graduate was
Mm-hmm.
computer lit, which is knowing how to use Word and Excel and stuff,
Oh, yeah.
and then seminar, which just teaches you how to make a resume. So 2
Oh,
easy
okay.
classes.
Oh, yeah, that's
But
easy.
I never got around taking those 2 classes, and the thing I was going to school for on average around here is about $13-14 an hour. It's what it
Yeah.
pays. And then I got a job offer for 11 an hour up to possibly 31 an hour. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to go do that instead.
Yeah, really, though. I mean, because if I gotta go to college, I'm just saying, like, for something. Like, if I'm going for a certain amount of time, I'm not going for something that's gonna pay me that. Like, I didn't even. I was working for Hammer Food for about 4 years. I only took the job because I had my dance business open, but I was doing it like side type of thing. But then my mom had the cleaning business since I was like 12, and I've been helping her run that since I was like 12. So doing all the paperwork, logistics, and stuff like that. And then she had to close it because she got diagnosed with MS and the pain levels and stuff, so she couldn't do it anymore. So she closed it, and then I went to work for Hammer Food for a while. But I used to work like GameStop. I was a manager for it, and I was a manager for Blockbuster for a while. Um, and then I went right from there. I used to work for Toys R Us for a while. I used to be on the remodeling team, like building stores and shit like that. I built a Dollar General before and Toys R Us and shit like that. So I like physical labor, obviously, building shit. But so I worked at Hanover Food and they were paying me like $18 an hour for. I was a sauce cook and I didn't. By no means do I like math. Like I do not like it.
Oh,
But
I'm good at math. Math and English was my 2 subjects.
oh no, don't get me wrong. I could do it. I don't like it. Like
Yeah.
I would never
I
be
can't
an
do it as well
accountant.
as I used to, because I mean, you can give me any kind of equation and I would do it
And
like my
you go
mind.
do it. Right.
But now it's like, yeah, let me get my phone out, open up the
Mm-hmm.
cafeteria.
Yeah, I'm not the right off the spot equation type. Never been that type, but I could always got my grades was always great. But I don't like math. I could do it, but I don't like it. So I would never be an accountant or anything that has to do with math. At least that's what I said before I was a sauce cook, because I had to do formulas and math all day long, even though I was doing the cook technically. So I'm air quoting cook because technically only thing I did is the formula, so all the brine that goes in beans and the vegetables and stuff. But there's certain temperatures and there's certain ingredients that have to go in it, and you have to do the formulas and all this jazz and stuff like that. Once you get it down, it's not that big a deal, but you have to learn it.
Oh yeah,
But
I know
that
I use a
paid
lot
well.
of equations in my world building or whatever, travel times and type of environment and
Yeah, when you get
what
into that
creatures
type
and
of
stuff
work,
like that.
then you have to. It's more like studying involved if you don't know it. So
I got a whole
yeah,
document with like the distance and the travel speeds and all that
yeah,
for
yeah.
everything.
Well, I kind of have to have a whole document for time travel. I have like a story that I was writing about time travel. So all that theory based stuff, since there's nothing that's concrete, but there are theories out there, obviously. So I have a lot of studying on that because I'm writing a book about time travel. One of my stories is agents and shit on that. But yeah, that's another tale for another time. Da, 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 da. Damn, 32K in interest. About the student loans. No, thank you. And 46K in student loans. No, no. Like, out my life would
Ain't
be over.
nothing for student loans. I don't like school
Dude,
that much.
I hear some people like really hot with their shit, so like $100,000. So I'm like, no, man, no.
Yeah, I just went to a small community college, so my FAFSA paid for everything. Plus, there's some left over semester that they send me a check. So
You're a professional. Is that a bowler? Like a
well,
bowler? Yeah, you so
I'll take
fine.
you up on that. I can bowl a pretty good game.
I never been bowling. It looks like it
Oh,
was interesting.
I used to be able to bowl a strike almost on command every time.
What? You one of those players, huh?
Oh yeah,
Oh
it's
shit!
math.
Watch out.
That's all it is. Formulas, calculations.
Oh, I see. I see. Mm-hmm.
Same thing with pool. But no, I think my highest game was like a 276 that I've actually played.
Oh.
Which perfect game is 300, so
I
not too
know.
bad.
I knew a few people who went to bowling, but I never went. But that's why I know the number talk. Like,
Yeah, one of my
damn,
aunts
pretty
was a
good.
professional bowler, and I always bowled with her, and I'd beat her a lot. Where that's who I was playing whenever I got that 276.
Wow, that's almost a perfect game right there, though.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Of course, I don't bowl that often. I figure if I did, I probably could bowl a perfect game, but I usually bowl either my wife or my friends that don't know what they're doing, so I don't want to completely just smoke them. So kind of play cat and mouse a little bit.
Oh yeah. After I said I'm retired, been retired for 7 years now. A lot of people are shocked to hear that. Yeah. Let's see. Everybody else school, college. Everybody trying to talk about school, man. That shit hurt though. I'm just saying, like. Yeah, Firefly. I wish I could say that. I do not love math, but my subject was always literature, obviously, and writing. So I had to
I
call
wouldn't
in
say
for that.
literature was mine. The more of the grammar portion of English was, but the actual literature, having to read and interpret, I hated that.
Yeah, it
I know
was
you see,
really
especially like
hard though.
poetry. They're like, "What's this mean? What?" But yeah, I don't want they
Yeah,
like,
poetry was
"What's
my
this
thing,
poem
man.
mean to you?" or whatever. I was like, "I mean what it says." I was like, I didn't write it. I don't know what the person was on. They probably tripping acid for all I know.
Dio is funny. You're so funny. But yeah, I love that. I write poetry to this day. But yeah, if you're interpreting, like, what does this
Yeah,
mean to you? It's kind of like art too, because
yeah.
people look at
There's
it as
not
the
really a
art.
right or wrong answer, but
It's
the
not.
teacher's trying to push it onto you. I was like, no. I was like, I
Yeah,
know when I did
no.
lyrics or whatever, when I did songs, I would use wordplay and stuff like that. What? No, go watch your show or play your game or whatever.
Kids, man.
No.
Oh man, but yeah. So I don't know. Freaking school, man. I don't miss that at all. Not even a little bit.
I slept through a lot of my like high school years. And the teachers that wouldn't let me sleep, I just told them I need to go to counselor's office. And then went in there and slept.
He's like, I'm going to sleep. Bye. That's too funny, though.
I don't know. One of my math teachers, I had them for a lot of stuff. I took a lot of college math in high school. What? No, go. I took like calculus, physics, trigonometry, algebra 2, college algebra, and something else, all with the same teacher. And I would sleep in that class, and then I would make like 90s or 100s on a lot of my tests, and he'd accuse me of cheating. And I
That's
was like,
what they
"There's
did,
nobody."
man.
I was like, "There's nobody around me that's making that good of grades. How am I cheating?" And I'm
Right,
just
who you cheating off of?
randomly picking like certain answers from this person, certain answers from this person.
How would you know who to do that from? Just
Yeah.
saying. Like, yeah, see psychic, watch out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
they
started
always do
making me
that.
take my tests when everybody else was doing other stuff.
If anything, he was probably hurting somebody who want to cheat off of you.
Maybe.
That's pretty funny. Oh my god. Yeah, they do that to people because I was always like when I did do my test, thank God I was homeschooled because when I was in school, because I did go to school like early grade, so I got skipped. So I went to first grade, and then they skipped me to second, and then when I got in second grade, they skipped me to third, and then my mom took me out after third. So I got skipped because I was ahead or whatever. Yeah. So whenever I would do work, they want you to be like, they always tell you when you homeschool, you got the, you got paperwork or something like, oh, show your work, blah,
Oh,
blah,
I hated
blah, do
that.
this.
Yeah,
But I
that
know
teacher
the
was like that,
answer.
and I wouldn't do it. I would refuse to show it.
I'm like, I know the answer. And they're
Yeah,
like,
I'd do it in my
well,
head, or
you
I'd do
need
it
to
like really
show me
shorthand.
how. Like, I just know it. Be like, well, you
Yeah,
need to show us how you do. I'm like, look, I know you made this for people who aren't, on the same level as I might be. Because
yeah.
if I know the answer, then of course they had to make it where they're like, well, we gotta make sure you're not cheating. I'm like,
I don't
dude,
know.
I'm
Otherwise, they're
right
like,
in
well, if
front of
you
you.
got the answer and you didn't show it, then I don't know. You didn't just get the answer from somebody else. Well, if I was got somebody else, they probably did the work, and I could just copy that down too. So
Right, thank you. So
I'm not wasting like 5 pages to do one problem.
no.
I use the
So
same notebook for all my classes. I'm not wasting paper.
sometimes if you have a higher IQ or you, let's say, genius level, and then you just answer stuff because you do know the answers to some things, you just do, and they're like
Oh, yeah.
looking at you like you must be a cheater because obviously you couldn't know the answer to this question. Like, obviously you're a teacher and you have all the answers in front of you, so I don't want to hear about it. Bye. Like,
Yeah.
pain in the ass.
When I was in college, I tutored different math classes and stuff that I had never even taken or whatever in college.
They accuse you of cheating in a second as soon as you're doing well, and like if you don't ever get any.
Yeah, I never got accused of it in college, but I know in high school, that teacher was always, you're cheating on somebody. You're looking
in
on somebody.
college, they're kind of like, whatever.
Whatever.
You're an adult now, so we don't give a fuck what you do. But when you're in high school, they're like trying to like, oh, you're always.
Yeah, my first semester, one of my math teachers, or it was like economy something, whatever stuff, doing with like interest rates and stuff. And he came up to me and asked if I would tutor like some of his other math classes.
Yeah.
I've never took that class. He's like, well, I can give you a textbook if you want it. Just kind of look over it. Sure. The school paid me to tutor, so I didn't care.
Heck yeah. You paid to tutor then. Fuck yeah, do that shit. Oh yeah. Aphrodite told me that she said you and DL have something else in common too. I said, of course we do. He's my brother, man. And she was like, I was like, well, what is? She was like, yeah, he's like he didn't drink or taking a drug or whatever. And I was like, what? Just like me. And she was like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was talking about that, I think last night or whatever on my stream.
My friends used to call me straight edge. Because I've never tasted liquor, I've never had a drug, and I've never smoked or anything like that. So
I haven't either. I've just never had interest in it.
Me either. I was like, no interest whatsoever, and they're like, what? You never drink liquor before?
Especially when they found out that I used to sell drugs. I was like, you never did it?
Dude, what's that mean? Oh, so let me get this straight. You supposed to like what? You gonna like use your own inventory? Like,
yeah, I was like,
I mean, I wouldn't think automatically.
If you do weed, you gotta sell coke. If you do coke, you gotta sell weed. You can't be doing your own inventory. You're just going to waste all your money.
That don't make no sense to me. I mean, I would never think that. Honestly, if a person was like selling drugs, I wouldn't be like, oh well, that person's probably taking it. I'm like, actually, you probably should be taking it because you go. How you gonna sell anything if you're taking it?
Yeah, you'll use up all your inventory.
Like what the? So I would have never thought that. Some people think that's kind of stupid, but whatever. But yeah, so I was like, she was like, oh, I'm like, yeah, I don't know many people that's like that, honestly. I can't say that I do. Yeah, not around anywhere, mostly. I mean, I don't.
I worked at a factory one time, and like almost everybody out there is doped up on meth and stuff.
Damn, that's some hard shit. What?
Oh yeah, I know one guy. We welders, and we built barges for the river, and we worked inside the walls of it, kind of welding it together.
Yeah.
And there's one guy I worked with. I didn't know him. I was probably there maybe a week or so. And he just walks up to me. He's like, hey, you got $1? Yeah. So I gave him $1. He pulls out a little bit of coke, puts it on the metal that we're welding. So it's got little grinds and stuff on it, lines it out, rolls up the $1, snorts it, gives me my $1, and we start working.
What
so, whatever.
Dude.
I've seen it all.
Dude,
my supervisor out there would be doped up on meth. On break, they'd all go outside and start smoking and come back all zombified, stand around with their eyes rolled to the back of their head and stuff.
Like, dude, what work?
Oh, yeah. That was the most unsafest place I've ever worked.
Whoa, I dare say so. Is the one safe with all that going on? What the fuck?
And then the safety guy out there didn't really care what you did.
Well, apparently wasn't much of a safety guy, was he?
Nope.
Oh my god.
Well, he was going to quit, and he had got his nursing degree, and he was going to go be a nurse somewhere. And they got somebody to kind of come in and replace him, and he was showing them the ropes for like a week or so. And within that week, he wrote up like 100 and something different people. When you get safety write up, it was like 2 days off or whatever suspension. So they had like 100 and something people missing at least 2 days that 1 week, which is like half of the factory. So they told him no. I was like, poor guy, he's doing his job and then doesn't get the job because he's actually doing it.
Dude, that's crazy. I don't know, man. It's just like our friends always used to be like, "Come on, if you want to try, like, we're adults, so you gonna pull that shit, dude." I think peer pressure wouldn't work on me at this point. I'm not even that person. Like that would never have worked on me ever, nor will it work on me now. I have zero interest. Like, you go out to dinner with somebody, something, be like group of friends or whatever, and they'd be like, "Oh, you want to try one?" Something. I'm like, "No, I'm good. I'm not interested." Like, you give me some apple juice though, like. I'll hit up some cranberry juice.
Yeah, I used to go parties and clubs and bars all the time, but they go up there and start ordering stuff. I'm like, "Got like a Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, something."
They were like, "Whoa."
Give me a soda.
Like, no, man. I just wasn't interested. And then I was like, well, my mom didn't allow that around us when I was growing up. And then, so we didn't have it in our house at all, no liquor at all in our house. And I think my dad did smoke when I was a kid. But I broke him out of smoking when I was like 3. Because I was like, I knew he was smoking. He didn't smoke around us, but I was like, "Daddy, I want you to live." And he was like, that stopped him cold turkey. Like, he gave it up as soon as I said that to him. So he stopped
I think
smoking.
my mom used to smoke a little bit when I was younger, where I vaguely remember. I think she still has like a cigarette purse somewhere, but she quit then. And my wife used to smoke until she got pregnant with our first kid. And then she quit when she got pregnant and just never started back up.
Yeah, some people give it up like that. Some people can't, man. So that's it can be tough. But I'm like, I don't never want to start anything that I'm gonna be addicted to. I have enough things I'm addicted to. I'm addicted to good stuff like, K-dramas and anime and video games and reading, like stuff like that. Like I just didn't want to put anything in my body that was, that I could possibly get addicted to, or something that to me it smelled bad too. Like when I smelled liquor with my friends, I'm like, oh, like I like the smell.
I mean, there's some that's not really too
I know,
bad.
I heard that there's some that's not too bad, but I was just like, no.
Yeah.
Like I know it was like technically in my mind, I couldn't help but think like it's some type of poison. I mean, over time it could do something. So I'm like, I don't want to know.
Yeah, I was also the kid. I wouldn't eat food if it smelled nasty. So I'm
my mom used to laugh at me and my brothers. They would laugh at my mom would laugh at me and my brothers because we would smell our stuff. Like every time I eat something, I'm like, I smell it. Like it's just a natural reaction. But that was just my thought. Like I never want to do anything that was abnormal for my body in that way. People are like, well, there's foods and stuff, and you can eat the foods and you get heavy and blah blah. I'm like, all right, dude. But seriously, if let's say you eat to the point where you do gain weight, because I wish my weight came from overeating, that would be lovely. But if you do gain weight from overeating, because I hear this argument all the time from people, like, oh, you eat food and stuff, and that's bad for you, blah blah. I'm like, first of all, I can lose weight, and I can get healthy from that. But if I did take some kind of poison into my body for X amount of years, and it end up doing something to, let's say, heaven forbid, your lungs or your liver or whatever the case may be, you're kind of fucked just a little bit. I can't regrow like my lungs, for instance, or my liver, that can regrow, but you really don't want to fuck with the liver, man. Like that shit can straight up kill you. Like, even though you like, I can take a piece of that out and just grow back. Like, why you want to take that chance? Anything to do with surgery, I want to skip it if I can. I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to mess with none of that. So I didn't even want to take a chance. Like, I got one life to live. I mean, it's dangerous enough just living normally and not even doing anything. So I'm not trying to find a way to go out another way. I'm good. Because that one chance that it would happen to me, it would happen to me. So
I wasn't that particular about it. I just never had interest. I know as a mother, I probably ever wore a respirator or anything, and I can give you lung cancer just as fast as smoking.
Oh, of course, but you can get second. But I'm like, I just figure if it's gonna come from something like that, let it not be my choice. I already got enough shit that's going in my body that's wrong, let alone me trying to choose something I know could do some shit. I'm good. Like, I already use my body up doing manual labor. I don't need to be like, oh well, you have this type of pain in your leg when you're such and such age. I'm like, no, man, my body probably gonna be wrecked anyway by the time I'm this certain age from working. So, no, that I started thinking about that shit. I'm like, no, I'm good. It's not ain't worth it. And people start acting goofy when they drink too much and shit, doing stuff they shouldn't do. I don't need that aggravation. I like to keep myself level in the process of thinking because people start acting crazy and shit, doing stuff like,
When I was
oh
younger,
no.
I rented the house with all my friends or whatever, the party house. Everybody out there was fucked up, and I was the one that would be just kind of sitting there with my camera, just recording it all. I'm like, oh yeah, this is entertaining.
Oh, I know it's fun. My friends call me when they get drunk and shit. Like, dude, why you calling me right now? Dude, don't call me when you drunk. You start saying freaky shit and stuff. Like, I don't want. Don't call me, man. No, they are drunk people are hilarious. Alec, you're right about that shit. I will laugh my ass off with them every 5 minutes. All right, but we go ahead and jump on our first sprint, guys. We're going to do 20-minute sprints, and then we come back. We'll do the second question of the night, and I will read your answers in the comments. All right, so I'm going to count us out. 3, 2, 1, and right. 20-minute sprint starting now. Alrighty, time's up. Let's see. 6, 7, 8, Oh. How did everyone do? You can just post your numbers in the comments. I will read them.
I got 484.
Nice. I got about 325. Oh.
Killing off a non-important character. Unjustly killing them off. Makes it even better.
Nice. Wendy got 309. Good job, Wendy. Anybody else pop up? All right. Michael got 305. Good job. Good bedtime, the little one, 0 words. Bedtime, the little one, as always, comes first. Tamara worked on her chat. Aphrodite said, I am working on a skirt pattern, getting dimensions correct, pattern draft, and all that. Good job. That's not for me. I'm kidding. I have to do that though, because I have the costume I got to finish making. I have to do a pattern for it. I really don't prefer this to work without patterns. That's why it's a one-shot costume, because once I make it, that's it for that. I don't plan on selling it again because I really don't feel like making it again. So I have no need for a pattern. Short said I'm just brainstorming tonight, but I'd like to have a project by Saturday. Nice. Firefly said don't feel like writing. I'm in the cheering section. That works. Hey, Steven. We just ended a sprint, so you just in time. But if you want to answer the first question for the night's Q&A, it was, what's something no one in your writing community knows about you? And we're about to do the second question, which is, what's your favorite style of music and your favorite band, if you have a favorite band? You want to go first, Dio?
Oh, that varies for me, I guess. It kind of depends on my mood.
Feel that?
Growing up, my mom only allowed me to listen to country, and which now I despise country. So that can be because of that. I listen to a little bit of everything: rap, rock, pop, alternative, metal, whatever. I think one of my favorite bands of all time would have to be Thousand Foot Crutch, which is rock, metal. They're Christian, but I mean a lot of their music's not heavily Christian based.
Yeah.
Just
I heard of them.
Their music, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd probably be my favorite band, so I guess I'll go with the rock metal. That's my favorite genre to mix with that.
I'd have to follow suit with that. So I do metal, alternative rock. Always been a metalhead, but I listen to lots of different music. Classical, I really do love classical music a lot. I love Chopin a lot for classical, but my favorite band would be Five Finger Death Punch. I really like them a lot. One of my favorite songs by them is "I Hate You." That's a really strong one. Like yelling in that one.
Yeah, I used to really be into 3 Days Grace.
3 Days Grace is pretty good. It's pretty good. I like them.
Haven't listened to their stuff in a while, but back in the day I used to listen to them.
Yeah. Sometimes it's cool to go back and listen to some of the old bands you listen to see if they still sound the same. Korn actually is my secondary favorite band. Was my favorite band when I was a teen, but I started getting more into metal. Korn is metal, but like some of the hardest. So I did listen to death metal for a while. I do have some favorite death metal bands too. Depends on my mood if I'm listening to death metal or not, though. And then for alternative rock, I love. I'm not sure if they count Shinedown as alternative anymore. They might count them as metal. I like Shinedown and Nickelback. I do like Nickelback for alternative. But people always put Nickelback down, which is like whatever. I don't know why, but I think it's because they're. Yeah, I think some people put them down because of the music style that they chose. That they lot of their music had a lot of meaning based around a lot of things that was happening. A lot of people get like kind of mad about that, but I kind of like that a little bit myself. But
I kind of like a mixture of both. Like you was talking about earlier with Eminem, I like him as rap because he's got all his random off the wall, explicit content, but he's also got very serious stuff as well. So I like the balance with stuff like that.
Yeah, true. I have to feel you with that. Definitely. But I'm like, I don't really like. Some people will be like, because I listen to those genres across different languages because I like different languages, and so I listen to metal in German and Japanese. And I have a few bands I really like that's in this Japanese that are metal bands, and then I do listen to some pop, but I rarely listen to pop. But I listen to like certain K-pop bands and certain Japanese bands that are J-pop. So that's about the only time I listen to pop. And then I listen to dubstep or just different styles of music for dance because I'm a dancer. So certain songs or something like that, or certain non-lyric lyric music I will listen to for dancing. So sometimes something I usually wouldn't listen to for my enjoyment, I would listen to and dance to because being a dancer, you something catches your ear, then that tends to be the case with that. But yeah, so yep, I had to be metal and stuff though. Let's see what everyone else gets going on here. Go back up a little bit for this one. Let's see. All right, so all right, Aphrodite. Oh, Alec. Depends on my mood. I love techno. I love trances and hip hop and symphonic metal. Nice.
I listened to techno a little bit for a little while, not much, but
yeah, techno was kind of like 90s. A little bit of techno then, about around that time.
By the time I graduated high school, when I listened to it, so probably
I was listening to techno around that time. It kind of like dubstep kind of tried to kill techno a bit, I think. Because when it came around, everybody was like, "Let's do dubstep," and then when techno was around, everybody was like, "Let's do techno." And even like like the bands who listen to alternative and or metal, they always dibble and dabble in some of those trends that come around. So they like at the time when the techno was a thing, they'd be like, "Let's add some techno to our music," and then it was like dubstep came around, but let's add dubstep to our music type of thing. But yeah, so techno's definitely cool. Aphrodite 20. I don't have a fave, but I love me some Barbra Streisand. I know you, Aphrodite. Let's see. I'm bad at having favorites. I like to listen to lots of things. I tend to lullaby, gospel, country. I tend to drive with 90s rock or rap. I cling to 90s country. I like those stuff, R&B and classical. Cool. Yes, I know Aphrodite. Big Bang. I like Big Bang. They're good too. And Alex Within Temptation is my favorite band. Firefly. I like different types of music. Whenever we moved, I adopted love for the music. So whatever I'm in the mood for. I don't really have a favorite band. Yeah, I'd have a favorite band. Like I go crazy for like every time something come out, I'll be like, I gotta get it type of thing. That was Korn for me for a long time. Then Five Finger Death Punch. But I still have like a wide variety of like bands that I listen to, that I check out their new music or what they have coming out, something like that. Now I have like a list of people that I dance to, and then people that I listen to just because that's the type of music I like. Try to kind of separate it. Singer would be Alex said singer would be Pink and Amy Lee. Amy Lee definitely has a really nice voice. I still listen to her music to this day. But she was a big scene for like, because I'm a goth chick, so when I was growing up, listening to Evanescence, stuff like that.
I used to have Amy Lee's phone number, actually.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Back when I was doing music, I had a lot of connections and stuff like that.
Oh, that's
I had Trevor, I forgot what his last name is, the lead singer of 1,000 Foot Crutch. I had his number and
cool.
Talked to him some. And, yeah.
Awesome. Get those connections, man. Panic at the Disco, yeah. I don't know. They still thriving, actually. Panic at the Disco still around. Some of my band's lead singers, like Overman, Linkin Park, that was my band, man.
Oh, I love Linkin Park.
Oh, I was so sad when he killed himself. So That I still have all of Linkin Park, like all of their music on my computer, like all of it, like and
Yeah,
I've
I like
danced to
the
all their music.
Flyleaf.
Flyleaf, yep.
Not the singer they have now or whatever. I think they changed lead singers with
Mhm.
an old female
Yep.
singer.
Yep. So it's like it sucks when it happens. Another one of the bands I listened to, the guy killed himself too. A lot of those dudes were singing emotionally because they had a lot of shit happen to them in their childhood, man. And eventually, sometimes that stuff catch up with you, and you can't deal no more.
Yep.
But they did help a lot of people make it through difficult childhoods and stuff, and bad parents and shit. So, it's sad though that anybody could help them, though they were helping millions. It's really sad about that. Tamara said, I listen to a lot of rock and metal. If I'm writing, I tend to listen to trance and chill hop. Um, I have a lot of music interests though, and I don't really have a favorite.
Yeah, while I'm writing, I like listening to a lot of like orchestra and Celtic pop music and stuff.
Yeah, I listen to that too. Now, if I went into like writing music, I'll see when I'm writing. I had to I actually make a playlist for each one of my novels that I'm writing. So I'll go listen to lots of music, and usually it's songs that with lyrics or without that resonate with the story, and then I'll make a whole playlist for that novel, and then I'll play that playlist when I'm writing. So I actually just finished the playlist for Chronicles of Cagliostro the other night.
Yeah, I don't really have a playlist. I just get on and look for instrumentals. Yeah. I don't like lyrics in it when I'm trying to write.
I used to. I get that. I get what you mean by that.
I just like that ambient.
It has to resonate though. If I let it slide, so to speak. So it doesn't bother me too much with the lyrics, because I'll be like singing and writing at the same damn time. So that's not too much of a problem. But usually I try to have music playing that's going to be relevant to my story. Like if I found yesterday I found the song that in my mind the theme song for the book, if it was like a movie or if it was a show, whatever. So I found the main theme song that fits it, and then I found, okay, this is Allison's song, this is this character's song, this is like background type music. So I found like a whole bunch of stuff, and then I just play that list, and it keeps me motivated, the scenes and stuff like that. So that's what I do a lot when I'm writing. Adam Lambert. Yeah, I like. He did like a single that was really popular, and then I heard one other song from him some years later, and I haven't heard a lot from him actually. Him and his sexy ass. Him is, yeah. If you mean him, like him is, yeah, I love him. And I just heard like a friend of mine told me that he just started up a new thing like 2017 or 2018. I didn't know, so he's like back because him had broke up, did their last tour like some years ago, and I was like really upset about that, emotionally upset. But so he's back actually, which I'm really happy about because he had a really nice voice. I attended Ozfest in 1999. Cool. Nickelback is awesome. Yes, I have to agree with that. Ava said, I've seen Tom Petty and Madonna. I became less of a fan of Madonna post concert.
Oh, another person I really like is Papa Roach.
Oh yeah.
Listen to when I was younger.
Roach is cool.
Oh yeah.
I like Papa Roach.
I went to a couple of his shows. They're very entertaining.
Oh, I'm sure. Aphrodite said, I used to love bubblegum music. Oh yeah, bubblegum music was a thing. It's still a thing for some people, I'm sure. Ava said, I like K-pop. Yeah, K-pop. I listened to quite a few K-pop bands. I liked History, but they broke up because a lot of K-pop bands, boy bands, don't last because they're oversaturated apparently. But History was like one of my favorite ones that broke up, but I still listen to their music they did put out. And Rain, of course, I love Rain. My favorite J-pop singer is Geit. Still love Geit. He doesn't really do much anymore, but I still have all his music. Let's see. Short said, My Chemical Romance. Can you pretend otherwise? Yeah, I love My Chemical Romance. I used to listen to them all the time growing up, actually. As soon as they came around, I was like there when they started. So that's always cool to say.
Yeah, a lot of the emo top bands, whatever, I listen to all the time.
Yeah, people like how to say. Eminem is real. Yeah, for real. He's like yeah, like I like it. I like the way he raps. So it's like it's serious for serious. So
Do you know he used to actually just read the dictionary for fun?
yeah, he's one of those people. He's my
Yeah.
kind of person. I used to do that all the time. Read dictionary for fun.
I tried that before. I was like, oh, this is boring. I don't know how to pronounce half these words. I'm done.
My older brother has read the entire dictionary when he was little, when he was younger. You literally every word he knows the definition to. If you say a word to him, make sure you know the definition because you will know the definition when he's done. So don't say a word and use it towards him, and it's not correct. I'm just saying because you will know. So he knows every definition. So that was just part of growing up. Unfortunately for him, it's like a forced thing. But he's a genius anyway. So photographic memory with everything he does.
Oh,
Let's see here. Michael. So I don't have a favorite genre of music or band. My tastes are to electric, jazz, classical, folk, and modern pop. Very nice. Ava says social rap is nice. I like the accent. And Alex said, "Oh my god, I love UK bands." Yeah, UK bands. Well, U2 was like one of my favorite bands growing up. Firefly said when I was a teen, it was B2K. Now it's more Afrobeats artists. Nice. I like Chase from YouTube. Oh yeah. That's actually YouTube has a lot of good artists that are known big name artists. I came across two female artists the other day that I did not know about. That music was very fitting for my book actually. But I was really surprised. So I like to go on YouTube and then type in random things to random types of music and see what I come across. Fall down the YouTube hole, be stuck there for days. All right, let's see. Sure said, but I can find something in almost every genre. Technically, yeah, you could. I mean, in my opinion, I have because I have lots of type of music, so I definitely could find something I like in almost all genres. I mean, even though I don't listen to country, but I have found like a few songs in country that I actually like, or it'd be like something I respect. Like this song has soul to it, type of thing. One song I really like, I even belly danced to actually. By Little Big Town, Tornado. Like that one I really liked. But there's pick and choose. It depends. I can find something probably in each genre that I really like. Alicia Keys for females. Yeah, a lot of people like Alicia Keys. I'm not a big R&B person. My mom used to listen to R&B growing up and gospel music, but um, I know pretty much. I'm like the song person. Like if I hear a song, I know the lyrics. So I'm that person that like if they want that show where it's like, oh, what's this song? And they play the beginning of the song, I would know what the song is. So I used to, if I hear a song come on the radio, I probably know the lyrics to it. So all the songs that my mom used to listen to when I was a kid, unfortunately, I know all the words to them. Wasn't trying to, but you pull some Barry White or some Michael Jackson or Celine, anybody, any R&B from growing up, Temptations, all that stuff. Like I know all the words to the songs, but I don't even listen to R&B, so that's not my gig. But I know all the words to the songs though. But I will say I do like Harry Styles, like Diana Ross, and I forget some of the other one. There's a whole bunch of older singers. The really older singers are all like in their like 80s and 70s and stuff now that I do respect some of their songs. That I actually have a few of their songs. Chris Cornell is still not okay. Um, hmm. Oh, and hey, Steven, question one. Something that no one knows about me is that I did online high school for my high school years. Hey, hello, fellow high school homeschool person. That's at my high school, and actually after third grade, I was homeschooled the rest of the time. That's right, Aphrodite. Let it rain. I love rain. Alex, I'm stuck in the '90s and early '20s. Hey, that was some of the best music, man. Just saying. So I'm not a fan of dubstep. A lot of people aren't a fan of dubstep. I mean, it's a little surprising for somebody like me who's a metalhead and alternative rock to like dubstep. I don't like dubstep so much as it's perfect for dance. And as a
Yeah, I was about to say I
dancer,
don't like listening just
yeah,
dubstep,
I'm not
but
just
like
gonna
in
be
certain
like,
environments, like when we was throwing parties and stuff. I like the sound of dubstep for that kind of instrument.
Yeah, I'm not going to be like sitting there and be like just listening to a dubstep song. It's like no words to it. That's not going to probably happen. But I do listen to it for dance, so it's definitely for performance reasons, and hip hop music for performance reasons. I can dance on. I do dance on metal, and I dance on all kinds of music. So pretty much any music I can dance on, and I have. So if you give me a genre, I've danced on it already. And hooray for Tordic. Oh yeah, Tordic. I just came across him actually not too long ago. Depends on my mood. I like Linkin Park. Oh yes. All American Rejects. Yes. Maya. Yeah, that dude. Oh my god, with the guitar though, dude. He's so good. Those are my top three. Yeah, he's good. I wish I could have seen him on tour. He's touring now, but I've never even been to a concert before, so I doubt I'll ever go probably. But I would love to see him live because that dude can play, man. After I said, and the '80s will always be in my heart. Yeah, yeah. You really don't get past your time that you like me. You know. Let's see. Karaoke. If people do karaoke, I've never been to karaoke. All right, I think everybody answered the question. So let's see. Oh, hey Jones. Oh yeah, it was a Godsmack is who I was excited about. So yeah, Godsmack. Yeah, I love Godsmack. Good job. And MBLEQ was my favorite K-pop band. Yeah, they were good. Oh yeah. You mean are you talking about Gite? I don't know if you were talking about Gite or not. Let's see, Immortals have to go. A little behind. I'm trying to catch up the stream here.
Yeah, that was my problem last night. I got way
ahead
ahead
of me. Steve said I often tend to prefer older music over modern. I can often enjoy music in any music genre. That's good because at least it gives you a lot to listen to. Yeah, well, sometimes with bands, sometimes you only like one song they put out and nothing else. I think with My Chemical Romance, I think I had like one or two of their songs, and I don't think I've actually listened to much of their other stuff. It was like that one song that came out, and then Panic at the Disco. I didn't listen to a lot of their stuff either, but I did like one or two of their songs that I knew of. So they were like on my list of possible likes because of that. So bye, Tamara. Thanks for coming. Oh yeah, Gite. I think it's like Gite is Gackt. I think that's how you spell Gite. Yeah, he has disappeared over a few years, but actually he hasn't disappeared. He disappeared from playing music and singing. He has a Facebook like stream that he does, or like Instagram. I'm not sure what it's from, but I see it on through Facebook. He is into like exercising heavily now. I mean, he's always been a thin guy, like super thin. But he like does sit ups and stuff with all his friends and everything. And he's like his little puppy dogs and stuff. Like he just does like video streaming on stuff like with his fans and stuff now. He doesn't really do anything else, sadly. The guy is still hot, even though he's like in his 50s now. But he's still super hot though, to me anyway. I found Ghost through old television show Fear, where they sent tunes and other pronouns. Yeah. All right, so we're all caught up. All right, so we can go ahead and start the next sprint in about 2 minutes. So let's just wait till it gets about the 9:20, and then we'll start the next sprint, and then come back around 40, and then do our third question, and then we can jump back on another sprint for another 20. That should bring us about a little bit after 10, and we'll do our last bonus question just for fun, and then roll out of here. But finally caught up to the chat to get a little away from me for a minute there. Like speed along talking.
Yeah, talking about bands, I named my son after the lead singer, Papa Roach.
Oh, did
Where I
you?
got his first name from, yeah.
Cool. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, back in the day, like I say back in the day now. So back in the '90s, so back in the day, a lot of kids end up coming out because video games, big thing for us kids in the '90s, and a lot of Sephiroths and Clouds out there because of Final Fantasy VII. A lot of kids named that after that. Well, being a writer, my daughter, she just got, she's gonna be like when she grow up, get older, she's like, Mom, what are we doing? I'm like, sorry, your mother's a writer, and I wanted you to have your own name that wasn't related to me per se. So her name is Feora, so a derivative of Freya. But I actually am changing my legal name to Freya, and her middle name is Chiyoko because well, we have Japanese in our family, but we love Japanese culture. So I speak Japanese, my older brother speaks Japanese, and she speaks Japanese. Japanese is like her first language, so she prefers to speak Japanese, though she speaks English and she understands English completely, but she listens to Japanese programs most of the time, so she speaks Japanese most of the time, and then she'll be like, but when she speaks English, she has a British accent because she watched nothing but like British shows, so it's kind of funny. So she'll like sometimes when she gets fussed at, we tell her like, "Don't you ever do that again." So now she goes, "Don't you ever," with her little British accent. So it's kind of funny. But her last name is Ravenwood. So I just took like a fantasy name that the dead family name that doesn't even really exist anymore and gave her that name. So her name is Feora Chiyoko Ravenwood. So it's so funny when I go to doctors and put her name down, they're like, Ravenwood. I'm like, yeah, that's right.
I think it's funny listening to people try to pronounce Chiquita when they read it off. They just kind of start it and then they just start, look at it and they're like, Miss Stewart? Yep.
That's always funny. But if you are gonna mess up your name, like my name is pretty common in Britain, Danette. But it's not common here in the States really. A few people have it, but everyone says like Danette or Danielle. I'm like, dude, that's not even close. What's happening? What?
They just read the first couple letters and guess.
Just put some L's in there. That doesn't matter. So I'd be like, I tell people to call me D. Just like whatever, Danny. Most people call me Danny because like, oh, you're like a bit tomboyish. Like,
yeah,
okay.
most of my friends call me Stewie because there's way too many Dereks. But I have a friend that calls me D.
Yeah,
I think she's like the only one that does. But yeah.
Yeah, it's always that friend. You got a letter D, or just call you by your letter.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny though. All right, let's go ahead and start our sprint. We'll be back in 20. Have some fun. I'm going to count us out. 3, 2, 1, and right. Have fun. Alrighty, and we're back. I know, but not right now. Come on. All right. Let's see. Everyone can comment how they did in the comments. I will read it. I got about 310 for that sprint.
I got 406.
Good job, DL. Yeah, everyone else did that sprint.
I was kind of skipping around. I had some stuff I skipped over when I first wrote it, so I was kind of going back and filling in a few different spots.
Yeah,
So I had to
that
stop and
lovely.
kind of reread some of the stuff.
Oh yeah, I know you gotta do that sometimes. Somebody had a funny meme about that. About like you step away from work for a little while and you come back and then they had like Gandalf on and it was like, I do not remember this place. Like, it was pretty funny. So yeah, sometimes I have to go back and read a little bit, depending on how long I've been away from it or something. All right, some numbers coming in. So let's see, Michael at 275. Good job. Oh, look at Jones got 652. That was a good sprint for you. Um, yeah, I know Aphrodite. Pronunciation, people would be it would be like Yaz. Everybody called me Yaz for short from my dance name Yaz, uh, and Wendy said I got 171 and then deleted them and replaced it with 126. So if we double that up, a little bit more. Steven said 159. Good job. Thank you, Firefly, for cheering us all on. Okay, Aphrodite. We'll see you. Hopefully, she'll be on our sprint on Saturday. I think we still have another sprint in us. Let's do the third question and then roll on to the other sprint so we can get it in. So it won't be too much after 10. The third question tonight is what style of fashion do you prefer for yourself? And what's your favorite type of food? My favorite, my fashion for myself, I'm a goth, so I wear a lot of black. But fashion wise, I used to be a Lolita goth, so I used to wear a lot of the lace and stuff like that. So that's not too much different. I wear a lot of like leather and chains and spikes and golf boots, and so I wear a lot of skirt layers and stuff like that, corsets and stuff like that on my regular day. So yeah, that's my style. And then my favorite food, I eat nothing but an Asian diet mostly. I love Asian foods. I love ramen. So I have like homemade ramen, fresh ramen. So any rice dishes, any Asian food I eat. I love sushi. That's like my favorite food probably. If I say, so let's say you have sushi, I'll be like, you're my best friend. So so I love sushi. So well, expensive food to like, but I do love it and ramen. So yeah, what about you? Ooh, pardon me. What about you?
I don't know about fashion. I like a lot of black clothes. So that I usually have a little wristband wherever I wear. It's like a brown leather with a little metal
cool.
circlet thing.
Yeah,
it's right there right now.
Yeah,
I like gothic style jewelry. This is incubus and a succubus kind of pulled together.
I got a lot of dragons like that.
Yeah, I used to have a skeleton with the demonic wings coming off of it.
Yeah,
It got decapitated. It got caught on something.
Yeah, man, I hate when that happens.
But I like getting a lot of my jewelry from Alchemy Gothic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know about that. Yeah.
I used to have a ring that had some diamonds and onyxes inset.
Yeah.
But I got it a little too big, so I had to wear it on my index or my thumb. But it was like a cross with the diamond studs with the onyx stones on the very ends.
Right. That's cool. So you got cool style, okay.
Oh yeah. And then for food, I like a lot of well, not a lot, but I like Mexican food. Chimichangas and tacos and fajitas and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, chimichangas, man. Give me that chimichanga.
I love me a monster chimichanga.
Oh yeah. Now I'm about to go get me some of that tomorrow. Awesome. But yeah, I have to. There's this chick that makes. She calls herself Soul Armor. So she does like. I don't know if I got any of her pieces up here. But I'll wear shit like this sometimes. Like this, like a shit. If I pull out any jewelry, I don't wear too much jewelry because I always fucking forget to put it on. So I'll wear like my chokers. I'll wear my Native American chokers, and I'll wear like spike chokers. I like chokers a lot. But yeah, I always wear like spike stuff, and I have lots of dragons with orbs and shit, holding orbs and stuff like that. So yeah, see, I knew you were my brother, man. I knew it. I'm finally happy I found you. Let's see here. Let's go back up. I think it's about 45 when I should have been reading that. All right. Okay, Aphrodite said my style is go go.
I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
go go. Okay, cool. And steampunk mostly. Yeah, steampunk. John said love black clothes, black t-shirts especially. Can't lose with black. I'm just saying. And she said not a foodie. Yeah, I know you're not. Um, John said dress for comfort mostly. Even relaxed golfs, if we dress for comfort, it's just like black jeans and a black t-shirt. So I have those days, but I have to do work, so I have to dress down for work. I have to wear jeans and like t-shirt style things for work and mid-level length sleeve shirts and stuff. But yeah, so love Asian food, sushi, yay. I'm in Texas, so my love for Tex-Mex is real. Yeah, sushi is yummy. Bye. Firefly says style is bohemian. I love bohemian and mom style. Yeah, mom style days sometimes too. Food Indian Ethiopia, nice. Michael said I'm basically a modern version of preppy grunge. Okay. When I'm not wearing a suit, suits are awesome, I must say. Now, if I was talking about guys, men in suits,
Oh yeah, I want a suit. I don't have any. I wouldn't wear it all the
like
time. But
like my main character, Cagliostro wears a suit like most of the time. Like I love men in suits. I'm not gonna lie. Just
I wouldn't
saying.
mind having a. I know I've seen some every so often on Facebook's like the blazer, but it's got the filigree type designs in it.
Yeah, yeah, I
I
see
love that
those. Those are
stuff.
nice. Yeah, those are nice. Um, I'm not wearing a suit. As for food, I'll eat anything except cream, salmon or toast and avocados. Yeah, I don't really actually, though I love seafood, I don't like salmon, so I'm with you on that one, Michael. Not for that. And avocados, not feeling those either. Um, my mom makes like a chocolate mousse out of them. That's the only way you're gonna get me to eat an avocado, in all honesty. Or on sushi. Now, when they makes a certain type of sushi has avocado piece in it, I won't even notice it's there because of the rice and sushi. So I don't care. I'll eat it time. Yeah, chimichangas. Yeah, so now look, now DL got everybody going off on the chimichangas.
I know
You're
when I worked
funny,
out at
man.
Trinity, there was a black dude that was in my department, and he would bring like all kinds of
Yeah.
different random things and make like homemade fajitas and stuff out there on the
Oh, yeah,
fire
fajitas,
from like
fajitas.
torches and stuff.
Shit, yeah, that's good stuff. I forget what's it the it's like small wooden boat. Mm,
The what?
those are good.
You
I
cut
think
out
it's
there for a minute.
chalupas. I think are they chalupas? I think that's what they
Chalupa?
call. Yeah, chalupa. Taco Bell sells them. Like the fold over, and they got like this the beef and sour cream on them. I think it's what the
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
those are good. They have like
I
the
think so.
chalupa box or whatever, but they try and cheat
Yeah, I
you on
just
the
had that
chalupa
earlier
box.
today. Yeah.
Talk about chalupa box. Like, why is there anything else in here but chalupas? Like, I feel cheated. You throwing me up some hard taco, one chalupa in
I don't
there,
like
and
hard
like
tacos very well.
I don't know me either. And I'm like, and a burrito in there. I'm like, why isn't it like three chalupas in here? Like you talk about chalupa box, but I feel there's other things lurking in this box. Like,
I like
like
that
getting upset.
crunchy gordita or like gordita crunch or whatever that they have. That's
Yeah, that
pretty
was
good.
good. So they the Dorito craze. So they like put
Oh, I love
Dorito.
the Doritos too.
That's the only time I was really into like the horror show when they did the
Yeah,
Dorito and it was all stuff in there. That was pretty good. I'm not gonna
I
lie,
like
it was
them
all.
mostly because it came in that little holder. That's why I don't like hard shells because they break and then just go everywhere.
Dude, I know. Just like crunching a bunch of like
Yeah.
nachos or something. Like, yeah.
So you'll just get soft shell.
Yeah, that's all I used to get whenever they ask you, like, what do you want? Like soft shell? Who wants that hard shell? Like,
I lit up like a burrito.
That's all right. All right. So you know what? Let's go ahead and do this next question, and we'll do the last sprint, and then we'll wrap after that. So that was if you could travel to any country, that be where would you go, Dio?
Oh, there'd be a lot of places I'd like to go, but one place I've always wanted to go since I was little would be Australia.
Oh, yeah,
Because I used to be like fascinated by Tasmanian devils, so I always wanted to go and kidnap one, keep it as a pet.
Oh, that's cool.
My uncle
Man,
went
that's
there
so.
one time, and I tried to talk them into taking me, but my mom wouldn't let me go.
Oh.
But they brought me home a boomerang from there, so that's cool.
Oh, a boomerang. Make you feel like I'm in Legend of Zelda, like Link or something.
I think I still got it in my closet.
Oh, that's cool. But yay, boomerangs, those are cool. I like those. And for me, it'd be Japan. Like in a minute. I always talk about retiring, and moving to Japan. Already speak the language, so that wouldn't be too hard. Still learning the written though, because that's always like forever to learn because it's like 4 different versions. But yeah, it's definitely Japan because it seems like a quiet place to retire. You know, like people leave you alone type of thing, and that's like my ideal place to retire and be left alone because nobody fucking borrow me there. But yeah, I think Korea or France. That would be the only 2 places I'd probably be interested in going. Um, Aphrodite says Ireland, Korea, and Korea. Ireland is really beautiful, actually. Um, and Korea. Well, I don't know if you should be going to Korea, Aphrodite. Like, no guys are gonna be safe there with you coming. I'm just saying. Oh man, be like you be looking up rain in 2 seconds. Like that'll be dangerous for now. um, I see. Jones said London, Paris, Ireland, Scotland, Tokyo. Any of those. Very nice picks, I must say. I also like Scotland as well. Like me some Scotland men. Just gonna go man hunting. Just be like hit Ireland, hit Scotland, hit Japan, hit Korea. Just be like man hunting. Um, let's see here. Long and never return. Well, that's always places. It's all places we want to go that we never return. India, Brazil, Korea. Very nice picks. Wales is nice too. Yeah, heard Wales is nice. Hey, Alec, and you're back. We're doing the bonus question. If you missed it, Alec. The the third question. I don't know if you were here for that one either, but was what style of fashion do you prefer or for yourself, and what's your favorite type of food? And the bonus question is if you could travel to any country, where would that be? So you can ask also if you would like. Okay. So, all right. So you can go and answer the questions. I will read them when we come back. I think we're gonna jump on the last sprint so we can roll out of here. Probably like we'll be a little bit into 10, so that's fine. So let's do a 15 for the last one, just so we won't go too far into 10, too crazy. So we'll do 15 for the last sprint, and then we will do our closing, and then we'll be done for the night. But it sounds like everyone's having a good night with writing, so I'm happy that's happening. But I'll read your comments when I come back. Count us out. 3, 2, 1, and right. Have a good time. Alrighty. Time is up. Time is up. Mm-hmm. How did everyone do?
I got 348.
Good job, Dio. Oh, I wish I had done better on that sprint. I only got about 115, 117 words. My little 3-year-old over here just keeping me busy, and aren't you now? Distracting me. Okay, so the comments from the last question. Uh, let's see here. Chinese food in France. That works. And Alex is still researching. And that's important too. When it's time for that, it's time for that. Wendy said 77 words. Jones, you're just knocking out the numbers, huh? 599. Good job, though. Good job. Papa. Silly baby. All right. I know you want attention, girl. I'm about to get off here, so give me a minute. Okay, and I'll close out and I'm gonna go for it. Yeah.
Oh, I found my boomerang a while ago.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah. Here we go.
yeah, let me see sometime when you get time. Oh, I like the symbol on that one. That's cool.
It's like a
That's really cool.
It's like a dog type creature or whatever.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. That's really cool. I like that. It's awesome. Yeah, boomerangs.
Yeah, my aunt and uncle travel a lot and they always bring me back something.
That's cool. I like to get stuff and travel. I had an adopted grandmother who would she would actually go to the Native American reservations, and she brought me back a whole bunch of cool stuff. She passed away not long ago, which is really sad. But I have all this stuff from her. This is one of the things she bought me from reservation. Oh, there's a little top just fell off of there. Oh, there it is. She bought there's some work done by a Native American, so she bought me that back. It was really cool. So like the top comes off and stuff. But she she gave me whole bunch of like rain sticks and peace pipes and stuff like that. So I got a lot of stuff from her, and actually half of my book collection came from her. She's a big book reader, so she would give me all her books when she finished. So I have a whole bunch of stuff from her.
Yeah, most of what they give me is just like money and the currency from wherever they went. Instead of getting it transferred back into US dollars, they just bring whatever they still had left and just give it to me.
That's cool.
I got all kinds of money. I got some money from Europe, some from Australia, the Bahamas, Bermuda, Netherlands.
Oh yeah, Netherlands. One of my costume designers who do my costumes when I don't feel like doing my costumes isn't from the Netherlands. Make some good shit. But yeah, that's really cool though. People bring stuff back from other places. So I always like that. It's really cool. All right, so we do our close out. So everybody seemed to have a really good night writing. Jones, you did have a really good time with that. You did really good. And DL, you want to do your close out?
I'm D.L. Stewart. I write adult medieval fantasy. My debut novel, The Battle for Medagore, is out on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, a bunch of other places, so you can go check that out. I got a website, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube. Everything's D.L. Stewart author. You can go to my website. I got a blog on there, and I've got a newsletter you can sign up for. If you sign up for it, you get the first 2 chapters of The Battle for Medagore sent to you for free. So you can check it out and read it, see if it's something you might like, and then go buy it if you do like it. If not, then oh well. I ain't gonna be butthurt over it. So
that's a good read. Go check it out. I have all links below for DLs and YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, please go subscribe. Yeah, thanks for having us. So thanks for hanging with us tonight, guys. I'll have another sprint on Saturday. that I will be doing at 8 o'clock. DL may or may not join us. Hopefully he will. And Aphrodite hopefully be back as her voice was gone. So while she was in the chat tonight. But yes, it was the DL show tonight. So it could, we're always gonna have a DL show whenever DL joins us. um, but yeah, thank you guys. I'm Arthur DL Tillery. This is my channel. I'm gonna be releasing Chronos Cagliostro Winter. So looking at a February release right now. I don't know the exact date, but I will let you know that as soon as I know. But currently, you could go on my website and check out any of my short stories that I have posted on there and my poetry, which is free to read. Feel free to do that whenever you have time. And I will see you on Saturday for sure. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. Happy writing. Bye.
Later.